I've spent years testing dozens of different backpacking packs in different conditions from the desert to the Rocky Mountains, and today I'm letting you know which ones I think are the best. I'll be giving out awards in 7 different categories so that you guys can figure out which pack might be the best fit for you. I haven't been able to test out every pack on the market, so if there is a pack that you think deserves an award and isn't on this list, let me know in the comments. Starting with the award for the best ultralight pack. For this category, I was looking at packs that were obviously very, very lightweight, but I also wanted them to be good all-around packs and still able to carry a decent amount of weight. One of the awards in this category is the Z-Packs Arc Haul. For each category, I'm going to give out 2 awards because packs are very individual and I want people to have different options in each of the different categories. The Arc Haul stands out from other ultralight packs because it's very lightweight at 592 grams, but it's insanely feature rich. You have a ton of pockets, you have a big mesh front pocket, you have side pockets that you can actually reach back and reach water bottles in, and then you have a full frame with a trampoline back. The trampoline back isn't as effective as some other ones out there, but it does keep the pack off your back and will help a little bit with sweat. Just know that if you do overload the pack, then it's gonna push on this trampoline back and you're not gonna get it being as effective. In order to support the full frame and allow you to carry 40 plus pounds in this, I've carried 40 pounds in this pack and it's carried that no problem. You have load lifters up here, and then you have an adjustable torso, which allows you to dial in the fit of the pack, which is something that you don't really see in ultralight packs at all. I think the Arc Haul is the only ultralight pack that I've ever seen adjustable torso length for. And then the frame connects down to a non-removable hip belt down here. The one kind of qualm that I have with the Arc Haul is that it doesn't come with hip belt pockets. You have to purchase those separately, and it just adds on cost to an already very expensive pack. For me, the big upside is the adjustable torso because like I mentioned, you don't get that with any other pack out there. The downside is that price. You're paying $400 without the hip belts for the Arc Haul. The other winner in the ultralight category is the Outdoor Vitals CS40 pack. This pack doesn't get talked a lot about because I think of the price. It's $368 regular price. But if you really kind of look into it, if you buy the $10 Outdoor Vitals Live Ultralight membership, then that brings the price down to $300. And I'll tell you why I think $300 for this pack. It is an amazing deal. It's a very well thought out pack that gives you all the features that you need, but none that you don't. You have all the pockets that you need, front pocket. You even have hip belt pockets that are included with the pack. You have side pockets that are really well designed so you can reach water bottles in them. They kind of drop them a little bit lower than the bottom of the pack, which really helps with accessibility. And then it uses premium ultralight materials. You have ultra fabric for the main body of the pack, and then carbon fiber stays for the frame. Most packs out there, they're using aluminum stays in order to save on cost, but you do drop quite a bit of weight by using the carbon fiber stays. And then Outdoor Vitals put a lot of thought into how this pack carries. I've had over 40 pounds in it on kind of a spring winter trip, and it carried that weight no problem. And that's because it has effectively placed load lifters, so it does help transfer the weight to your hips. And the hip belt isn't super robust. It's not a stiff foam on there in order to cut on weight, but it allows you to carry 40 pounds in this pack, no problem. At $368, I think the pack is a little bit overpriced relative to the competition, but at $300, I think it's a great deal and a really good ultralight option for people out there. The next awards are the best lightweight pack, and these packs are a little bit heavier than the ultralight packs, but they come in at a lower price tag. The first pack that gets an award in this category is the Durston Gear Kakwa 55. And I like to describe this pack as being refined. I'm gonna use that word a few times over the course of this video for some of the packs. And what it means to me is that all the features work as intended. It's just really well designed, and that there's very little friction when using the packs. There's not really any little annoying things that you don't like and just kind of bug you when you're using it. It just kind of melds to your body and you kind of forget it's there as you're hiking and going about your trip. The Kakwa 55 has everything that you need in a pack. You got front pockets, you got side pockets, you got a hip belt with hip belt pockets on it. You got some shoulder pockets on here, which is nice in order to keep bear spray, some snacks, that kind of thing. And then you have a full frame that connects these load lifters at the top here to the shoulder straps through the entire torso of the pack and then down to the hip belts. And I've carried 45 plus pounds in this pack, no problem. It's another one of those packs that carries weight really well. This version of the pack uses Ultra 200 fabric for the main body and comes in at $260. But if you want to save a little bit of cost, you can get the same pack made with Ultra Grid fabric that only costs $200. So that's a way to save a little bit of money, and you just sacrifice a couple ounces in weight. The one thing I don't like about the Kakwa is the left-hand side pocket. While it has a really easy to access right-hand side pocket for water bottles, the left-hand one is a little bit taller and has this zipper here in order to put things like maps or keys or earbuds, things that you don't want to lose. but it makes it so that you can't easily store water bottles in this side pocket and then access them while you're hiking. I would have preferred a standard side pocket on this left-hand side, and then maybe moving the zippered part up to the top here as a upper pocket in order to keep things like keys and earbuds. The second winner in the lightweight category is the Atom Pax, the Mo. It's recently been renamed to the Prospector, but it's still the same pack that I have here that I've reviewed and tested out. And I really like this pack. I was surprised at how refined it felt because Atom Pax is a brand that I haven't heard a ton about. This pack weighs almost the same as the Kakwa 55. A lot of the features are the same. You have almost the same pocket configuration. The Atom Pax does have a bottom pocket, which is nice for snacks and stuff like that, but it doesn't come with hip belt pockets, which is a bit of a shame. For a pack like this, I would have thought it would come with hip belt pockets because I bet 95% of people who get it are using it with those pockets. Normally, I'd save the best all-arounder category for the end, but I'm gonna get into it right now. And for this category with packs, the pack basically has to do everything well. It has to not weigh a ton, has to have a lot of features, has to carry weight well. It's the kind of pack that I would recommend to the majority of people out there. It's gonna make them happier when they're on trail because it's just gonna be refined, frictionless, and do everything that they need it to do. If you follow the channel, it's gonna be no surprise that the first award in this category goes to the REI Flash 55. This pack is amazing because it's very well priced. You can often get it on sale for just over $100. It carries weight phenomenally well, and it also doesn't weigh a ton at just over a kilogram. The pack is also very feature rich. You have all the pockets you could ever need, including 2 water bottle pockets that sit just in front of the side pockets that make accessing water very easy. The pack also has an adjustable torso, which I think is really important for dialing in the fit and making sure that the pack is carrying as comfortably as possible. If you want a pack that's just gonna do everything, do it all, and do it comfortably, then the REI Flash 55 is going to be the pack for you. The one downside is that it may not be easy for everyone in the world to access and pick up an REI Flash 55, and that's where the other pack in this category comes in. The second award goes to the Gregory Focal, which is a mainstream pack that you can pick up pretty much anywhere in the world. You will notice that there's no Osprey packs on this list, which is kind of the other mainstream pack builder out there that's very popular with a lot of people, but I'll get into all of the kind of notable exceptions at the end of this video. I think that the Gregory Focal is pretty underrated. It's well priced at $250. It doesn't weigh a ton at just over a kilogram, and then has a ton of different features like a really effective trampoline back, much more effective than the Z-Pax Arc Haul. It doesn't carry weight quite as well as the Flash 55, but it'll carry 40 pounds no problem. And then you also get really well wrapped hip belt here with hip belt pockets. You get side entry water bottle pockets, full brain. It's just solid pack, and you can pick it up pretty much anywhere. We're into a category that I wish wasn't as applicable to as many people as it is, and that's the heavy lifter category. So these are packs that are gonna be able to carry over 40 pounds easily. Not packs that can carry 40 pounds and not like fall apart, but packs that when you are carrying 40, 50 pounds in them, you're feeling comfortable, the pack is transferring weight effectively to your hips, and you're not uncomfortable in any way. The first award in this category returns to the REI Flash 55. This pack is just a great load carrier because of the effective frame that you have here. You have full aluminum frame inside here. You have stiff foam across the back and then wrapping around the hips here. And the reason stiff foam is important is because it transfers the weight more effectively. Soft foam might feel better when you're trying it out in store without a ton of weight in the pack, but once you get out on trail, the stiff foam is gonna contour and mold to your body, and it's gonna lead to much more comfortable carries. The adjustable torso is also really important in this case in order to carry loads effectively. If the pack doesn't fit you well, you're not gonna be able to carry a lot of weight well. The Durston Kakwa 55 is also a great heavy load carrier. It's rated at 45 pounds, but I think you could have 55 pounds in this pack. And while it would be comfortable because 55 pounds is a lot, it'd be more comfortable than a lot of other packs out there, and it'd be carrying that weight really effectively. And that's because it uses really well-placed load lifters on here that are connected to a U-frame that's inside this pack. So instead of just kind of 2 stays that go down either side of the pack, the entire frame is connected through the sides, up the top, and then are connected right into the hip belt, so you get good transfer of load to that hip belt. Some frames, they're not connected directly to the hip belt, and that can lead to problems. You also have really nice S-shaped shoulder straps, which helps with distribution across your chest and comfort in kind of the chest shoulder strap area. And then you have a really nice hip belt with dual straps so that when you do tighten it up, it locks it onto your hips really nicely. Up next, we have the awards for the best on-the-go packs. So these are packs that allow you to just keep moving. You're not having to stop for lunch or stop to put on sunscreen. Everything that you need is easily accessible while you're on the move. And the first award goes to the Mountainsmith Zerk 40. This is the pack that I used for the entire Great Divide Trail when I thru hiked it back in 2021. And I chose this pack because not only does it carry weight well and had all the volume that I need and is lightweight, but it had really good access to items. So you have a big front pocket here, and then you have side pockets that you can put water in. But on the outside of the side pockets, there's little stretchy pockets that are great for things like snacks or gloves. It's actually phenomenal. I wish every pack out there had these little extra side pockets on them. And then you have vest style shoulder straps, which provides a lot of real estate for 2 more pockets on each shoulder strap. A big one for things like water filters, and then a smaller one for garbage or, and again, gloves, snacks, that kind of thing. The Zerk 40 is by far the best pack that I've used for access to items while on the go, even without a hip belt and hip belt pockets. And I wish other pack manufacturers would incorporate things like vest style shoulder straps with double pockets on them and these outside pockets on the outside of the side pockets. The one thing that the Zerk 40 is missing is a bottom pocket. That's probably all it would need to just become kind of insane as far as access to items on the go. The second on the go award goes to the Atom Packs, the Mow Against. This is the second award that this pack is getting, and that's because it's one of those packs that just has all the pockets that you could ever need. You have a big front pocket here that's stretchy. You have side pockets that you can easily access water bottle pockets from, and then you have that bottom pocket and then 2 shoulder pockets, 1 on each shoulder strap. Like I said previously, it doesn't come with hip belt pockets. You have to purchase those separately. But once you do, you have all the pockets that you could ever need. Next up, we have the award for the best fast packing packs. These packs are lightweight. They have great access to items while on the go and have minimal bounce if you're moving quickly, whether that's just kind of walking fast or if you are running. The first pack to get an award is a pack that is becoming one of my favorite packs of all time, and it's the Durston Wapta 30. The pack comes with a hip belt, but I used it stripped down in order to get it to a weight of only 381 grams. So that's very lightweight for a pack that has decent amount of space inside of it for going on a multi-day fast packing trip. And then also having a lot of features, like you have a front pocket, you have side pockets that you can reach water in, and then you have shoulder straps that are pretty comfortable for how minimal they are, but with 2 pockets on them for things like bear spray or snacks. You also have a bottom pocket on the Wapta 30, which for this style of pack is really important for storing things like snacks in order to have access to them while you're on the go. You have a little bit of foam along the back and then on the lumbar in order to provide some shape to the back when you are wearing it so it doesn't barrel out like a lot of other super ultralight packs like this do. And then you have a V kind of cinch along the top here. So if you do need to put some extra bigger items under there, like maybe a chair or a tent, then you can do that if you're running out of space inside the pack. But like I said, the volume of this pack is really good for fast packing trips. And if you do kind of start running out of space, you do have that top strap and then a very big front pocket. Another cool aspect of the Wapta 30 is that it's made with Alula fabric, which is a fully waterproof fabric, and all the seams on this pack are taped. So theoretically, you could take this pack out in the rain and just roll it up and not have any water get inside of it. That being said, while I have used this pack in rain and didn't get any water inside, I still use a pack liner with it because I want to be able to put my sleep system and things I want to stay dry inside of that so that if I have like a wet tent or something, then it's not getting everything inside the pack wet. There are some minor tweaks that I would make to this pack, and I have passed those suggestions on to Dan. Maybe he'll comment down below if any of them are going to make it into future versions, but overall, great pack, and like I said, becoming one of my favorites of all time. While the Durston Wapta is a great fast packing pack, it's not really designed to be a running pack. I have ran with it, but I wouldn't want to run with it for extended periods of time because that's just not what it's designed for. Unlike this other pack that's getting an award in this category, and that's the Outdoor Vitals Skyline 30. The Skyline's smaller than the Wapta 30, so you're not going to be able to fit quite as much inside of it, but it's catered and designed for running, and it does that very effectively. It's the best backpack that you can run with that I've ever used. And that's because of 2 things: access to items, and then how it carries when you're running with it. For access to items, you have a front pocket, you have side pockets, but then where the magic really happens with running packs is in the shoulder straps, where you have running vest style shoulder straps with a bunch of different pockets. These shoulder straps are really well designed. Each pocket has a cinch on it in order to lock items into the pack. That's not the case with all running vest style packs out there. And then the pack actually comes with 2 flasks that fit perfectly into these water bottle pockets in there, and then it has little loops that go over top in order to lock them on. The vest of the pack really wraps around your chest and then your sides really effectively. And the way the back is contoured as well makes it so that when I'm running with this pack, I feel essentially no bounce. And if you are running with a heavier pack because you're backpacking and staying overnight with it, you're gonna have a bit more weight in it, and that weight jumping up and down your shoulders can cause some pain over time. Before we get into the notable exceptions and why packs from companies like Osprey and Hyperlite Mountain Gear didn't get any awards, I wanna give out 2 awards for the best affordable options. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to test out these packs, but I am confident that they're good options if you are looking for a more affordable pack. The first pack is the Decathlon MT100 pack. It's under $100, great looking pack. I've heard great things about it. I have friends who have used it and they raved about it. So if you are looking for an affordable pack, basically anywhere in the world, then you're gonna be able to access the MT100. The second option is from REI, so only really for people in North America, and it's the TrailMade. It's about $100 on sale, so really good value, and it's gonna be a well-made pack with a lot of great features. Let's start the notable exceptions by talking about Osprey, because Osprey is one of the most popular backpack brands in the world, and I see them recommended all the time. When people are asking for backpack advice, I see responses of people saying, I love my Osprey, and recommending that other people pick one. But I've tested 2 Osprey packs over the last year, and neither of them impressed me, and that's why they did not get an award. The first one was the Exos Pro, which was probably the worst pack that I've ever used. The side pockets filled with water, which was insane because I was keeping my phone in there, and it didn't carry weight well. It just was a garbage pack. Then the other pack is one of the most popular packs sold at big box stores like REI, and it's the Atmos pack. And that pack, when I tested it out, just did not carry weight well. It's rated as being a heavy weight carrying pack, but when I had 40 pounds in it, and even down to 35 pounds after I drank some water and ate some food, it just was very uncomfortable. I had crazy bruising on my hips, and it just was a terrible experience. So those are 2 of the most popular packs from Osprey. I tested both of them out, and both of them were garbage. That's why Osprey didn't get any awards. Another very popular brand that didn't get any awards is Hyperlite Mountain Gear. And this is more geared towards their through hiking packs like the Junction, the Wind Rider. They're most popular packs. And I've tried them out, I've used them, and I just don't like them. They're priced very highly for the performance that you get and the features that you get. I find they don't carry weight well. And then the most annoying aspect is that the side pockets, you can't reach water in them. And that's just kind of a deal breaker for me, especially when you're paying like $400 for a pack. That being said, I do like their more winter oriented packs, and I use those all the time. In the wintertime, they're great packs for that. ULA is another popular through hiking pack company that is like one of the most popular packs used on the big 3 through hikes every single year. But I've tried out their circuit pack and I just did not like it. And these comments are probably gonna also apply to their CDT pack. It just isn't like a refined pack. I kind of explained what refined means to me, and I found that the ULA packs were not refined, and yeah, it just didn't work for me. Maybe they'll work for you, but I find there's some features that didn't quite work that well, especially the side pockets, and other than that, there's packs that are better out there for the same price. 2 cottage brands that I wish I could talk about and give out awards to were Superior Wilderness Designs and Light AF. I haven't used packs from either of these companies, but especially with Superior Wilderness Designs, they seem to be making very lightweight packs that carry weight extremely well. And I've been chatting with them about putting together a pack for my winter trips, as well as when I'm going out and carrying heavier loads, because I've had my eye on their packs for a very long time. I think they're doing great things with their pack design, with how they're put together. They just seem like refined packs and great for heavy loads. And Light AF, they must be doing something right, because their lead times are always super crazy, and I've heard great things about their packs as well. Like I said, I haven't used every pack out there, so this is just based on the packs that I have used, which is quite a few, more than most people out there. But definitely comment below if there's a pack that you think deserved an award, or an award category that you think I should include in the next iteration of this video. If you're interested in seeing the awards for the best sleeping pads, go check out this video right up here. I go over tons of different sleeping pads, give out awards just like in this video. But unlike with packs, I've used almost every sleeping pad on the market. So that video is pretty dialed in.